This is the Roulette Master, and if you want to join a community of people that love to play roulette and get better at it every single day of the week, then go ahead and hit the red subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Also ring that bell for notifications because I have new content that releases every single day of the week at 8 a.m. And if you want to join the TRM fan club, it's only 99 cents a month, and you can sign up for that with the link in the description or click join on the homepage. And I really appreciate everyone's support of the channel. Now let's go ahead and get started with today's video. I'm excited to tell you about this one. This was sent in by Mark Gannon, who sent in some amazing systems in the past that are really good. And can't wait to share with you this one. He says you'll make thousands of dollars with this, and he just can't wait to share it with you. So I'm going to do that today. And the first thing we're going to look for with this system, and we're going to use $10 units, but you could also use dollar units, and I'll cover the bankroll for both, for low rollers and medium or high rollers. But let's look here. The first thing we're going to look at is the last four numbers, and we have a 19, 3, 4, 17. We're going to look for a single 12 or a column that doesn't repeat in the last four. So we know that the first 12 is repeated there with that 3 and 4. So let's look at the columns. We have a 19 and then a 3 and then a 4 and then a 17. And it looks like none of those repeat in the columns. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the one that hit last. The 19's in the first column, and we're going to have a $10 bet there. So here we go. The reason we do columns and 12s to pick from is so we don't have to sit out very much. So let's see if we get there. We got a win on the first one, so we're up $20. Now we look again, and let's see. We have low, and we have 1 to 12, second 12 on the 19, and then we have 3 and 4. We know the columns just repeated, so we need to spin at least once here to see if we can get on the first, second, and third 12. Let's see what we get. So now we have third 12, first 12, second 12, first 12. So we can start now. The last four are not repeating, so we put $10 on third 12, and we're going to put it on the last one that hit and try to get it to repeat since the last four did not repeat. So here we go. So we lost at 10. Now we're going to go to 20. We'll be on second 12 because the 23 is in the second 12. So let's give that a try. And that is a 4 black. That is a loss. So now we're going to have a $30 bet on first 12. And these aren't all going up one unit. They're just the first four do. And then after that it changes, which I'll share with you here in a second. All right, that's a 5 red. And that's a win. So let's see, we're $50 up. And the let's see what we have here. We have first 12, second 12, third. So that doesn't work. So let's look at columns now. And the 5 is in the second column. The 4 is in the first column. 23 is in, let's see, the 23 is in the second column. And then the 25 is in the first. So we're good to go. We can go ahead and place our bet. And it needs to be in the column with the 5 in it, which is the second column, for $10. Here we go. That's a 16 red. Okay, so we lost that one. So now we're going to go to the column with the 16 in it, which is first column, for 20. And here we go. Okay, that's a 16 red. And we got the win. So we're going to start again. We're up $80. Now we need to look again. We know that the last two numbers were in the second 12. So let's look at the columns. But actually, since there's two 16s back to back, we know we need to spin a couple because that means the column repeated and the 12 repeated. So here we go. That's a 12 red. We'll need to get rid of at least one of those 16s before we bet again. So I hope you can see why that is. Again, because the column would repeat and the 12 would repeat if the same number hit twice in a row. So we need one more spin to get one of those 16s out of the way. And here we go. That's a 13 black. So let's take a look at it now. We have second 12, third 12, first 12, second 12. So we're good to go. And we're going to put 10 on second 12. And we're going to keep following what hits until it repeats. So let's go ahead and spin. And I'm going to go over the entire progression with you as well here pretty soon. And that's a 27 red. Okay, so now we're going to have a $20 bet on third 12. Again, we're going to go with the 12 that just hit, and we're looking for a repeat. So let's see what we get here. Okay, we lost at 20. So now we're going to go to 30, and only the first 4 go up 1 unit, and then it changes. So now we're going to have a $30 bet on first 12. Okay, here we go. That's a 1 red. Okay, we got a win. So let's check it out. We're up $110, and let's see what we have here. We can't do the first 12 because of the back-to-back there. So let's look at columns. So the 1 is in the first column, the 11 is in the second column, the 27 is in the third column, and then the 13 is in the first column. So we're good to go. It's time to bet. None of those repeat in the columns, so that means we're going to start with $10 on first column because that's what has the 1 in it. We're going to try to get it to repeat now after it did not repeat for 4 goes at it. So that's a 4 black. Fantastic. Okay, so we're up 130, and now we're going to look again. Let's go ahead. The 4 and the 1 and those are both in first 12 and first column, so we know we need to get rid of one of those. So let's get a couple spins. That doesn't happen too often, but occasionally you have to get a couple spins to get rid of either that or the same number hitting twice. But we know we need to spin and get rid of that 1 or that 4. So here we go. That's a 31 black. Okay. So let's see. We need to get at least one more here, because again, those repeat in the first 12 and the first column. Okay, let's see what we have now. And we have a second 12, third 12, third 12. That 2 third 12s there, so we can't do that. Let's look at columns. We have first 12 or first column with the 19. And then the 31, those are in the same column as well. So let's get one more spin. Let's see what we get here. That's a 19 red. And that's back to back. So that's what I was talking about before. Now we got to get rid of one of those 19s. But usually you don't have to spin this many times before betting. Just this is a unique circumstance. So let's get rid of one of those 19s so we can place a bet again. Because if we're betting on it to repeat, we want to, have 4 in a row that don't repeat. So here we go. Let's get rid of one of those 19s, and then we can place our next bet. And we have 1 red. So now we have 1 that's in the first column, 8 that is in the second column, 35 that, let's see, well, 8 and 35 are in the same column. So we need one more spin here because the first 2 are in the first 12 as well. So we have a 4 black. Usually we don't have to spin this much though, guys, and that'll change. I'm sure you'll notice here. So now we definitely need to look to columns because we have 3 in a row first 12. So we have a 4 that's in the first, a 1 that's in the let's see. Actually, never mind. Those are both in the same column as well. So we gotta go a couple more here. So I've played this a few times already, and I haven't seen this before. So don't think you have to spend this many times. It's just we're getting some bunched up here, and let's see what we have now. And if you're not betting, you're not losing or winning. So, but not losing is a good thing. So we need at least one more to get that 4 and 1 separated. Okay, that's a 21 red. Okay, so now we have 21 that is in the third column, followed by 15. They're in the same column too, so my goodness. And they're in the same 12. Okay, now we have a 28 black. And another spin here. I guarantee you guys we don't have to normally spin this much using this system. but we're still doing really well. In fact, let's check our balance. We're up $130. And now we have low, first 12, third 12, second 12, second 12, and then we have 2, and that's second column, followed by 28, that is first column, 21, that is third column, and 15, which, let's see, the 31 and 15, actually, I'm sorry, 21 and 15, and they're in the same column, so we need one more spin. All right, at least we're still doing really well. We just need to get another bet in. So now we have second 12, first 12, third 12, second 12. Okay, we can definitely bet now. So we're going to put $10 on second 12, which represents the 20. And let's go ahead and spin. And then I'm going to share the entire progression with you here shortly. But like I said, since you're using columns and 12s, usually you don't sit out like this. So now we're going to go to first 12 and follow what just hit. We're going to go from 10 to 20. And the first 4 are easy. It's 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. And there's a win. And I'm going to cover the rest of them here shortly. We're up $160. And let's see, we have a 5 in the second column, followed by a 4 in the first column, followed by, let's see, a 20 in the second column, and then followed by a 2 in the second column. So we need one more spin here. We had back-to-back second columns, and we had back-to-back first 12s. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so let's see, we have 30. Third column, 5 is the second one, which is second column, and then 4 is first column. 20 is, let's see. Okay, so we can bet now. It's not in that first column. So let's go ahead and place our $10 bet on the last one that hit, which is 30. And we'll be right there for $10. And then again, I'm going to share the entire progression with you here shortly. But again, the first part of it's easy, 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, we lost at 10. Now we're going to second column for 20. And we need it to repeat. Okay. That's a 33 black. That's a loss. So now we're going to go from 20 to 30. Again, the first 4 are easy to remember, 10, 20, 30, 40. And I'll cover the rest here in a second. So that's 35 black. That's a loss. So now we're going to go to that 40 we talked about. So let's place that 40 on the second column and spin. There we go. That's a 4 black. Okay, that's a loss. So we're going to go from 40 to 60 now, and we're going to be on first column. So we're following that, trying to get it to repeat. And we're on 16 red there. We got the win. So now we're up $180. Let's see what we have. We have second 12, first 12, third 12, third 12. And then we have first column followed by, let's see, another first column. So we need to spin before we start the next cycle. And here we go. That's a 35 black. Okay, so now we have third 12, second 12, first 12, third 12. So they don't repeat, it's time to start. So we'll have a $10 bet on third 12. We're up $180. Here we go. And one thing I didn't mention, I'm not sure if I did, but Mark says to never use a 00 table with this system. So that's why I switched it to a single 0, even though I usually use the American. But I wanted to do what he said to do with this system. So now we're going to go to 20, and we'll be on the second 12. All right, here we go. Again, we're trying to get it to repeat. There's a 0. And he said if 0 hits, you act like it never hit. So what that means is the next bet's 30, and we're still on... actually, I think I bet the wrong one on that second 12. Sorry about that, guys. So actually, we shouldn't have even lost. And so actually, but now we go 30 on first. Because after that 5, I should have switched it to first 12. So I made a mistake there. And Here we go. You can learn from that, hopefully. And there's a 29 black. And now we're going to go to 40, and we'll be on third 12. So if you make a mistake, just get back on board and, keep going. It's 11 black. I think that 0 might have threw me off. So now we're going to go to 60. And now we're on first 12. But he says to act like the 0 never happened and pick the number that hit before it. So here we go. That's an 8 black. Okay, we got it. So we got saved anyway. We're up $200 now. And let's see, we have 8, 11, 29, 5. So 8 is second column. 11 is also second column. So let's spin again. And this requires some patience, but it's paying off for us pretty good. And 1 red. So now we have, let's see, 1, 8, 11, 29. And we need to spin again. Let's see if we can get 4 to not repeat. 11 black. Okay, so we need to look to columns because these are all in the first 12. So let's see, we have 11 in the second column, followed by a 1 in the first column, followed by an 8 in the second column, followed by an 11. We need to separate that 8 and 11. So we need to get that 11 out of there. This is a 22 black. Okay, so let's see what we have now. We have 22 first column, 11 second column, 1 first column, 8 second column. So we're ready to bet, and we'd be betting on the column with the 22 in it. So let's find that. We're in first column for 10. And here we go. Okay, that's a 27 red. Okay, so now we're going to go $20, third column. And again, it starts out 10, 20, 30, 40, 60. Then it goes 90, 140. And then I'll cover the rest here in a minute. So now we're going to go to 30, and we'd be in the second column because of that 20. And here we go. That's a 21 red. Okay, so now we're going to go from 30 to 40. You might get to see this whole progression. Now but we're trying to follow that to get a repeat of a column right now. And 19 red, whether we get it or not, I'm going to reveal all of them now. So we're going to go from 40 to 60, and we're going to be in first column, trying to get a repeat. That's a 36 red. Okay, now we're going to go from 60 to 90, and we'll be in third column. Again, trying to get a repeat of third column. Here we go. It's a 34 red. Okay, so now we're going to go from 90 all the way to 140, and we'll be in first column. And we still have plenty of chances left, but we need to get a win here pretty soon. And then we'll cover the bankrolls. Haven't done that yet. So that's a 20 black. Okay, now we're going to go from 140 to 210. And we'll be on the second column. Now bear in mind, if you use dollar units, this would be a $21 bet. So don't think that you can't play this because you don't have enough money. So you can do it. You just use dollar units or smaller units. And that's a 5 red. Okay, we got it. So after that 140, that went to 210, and then it would go to 310, and then 470. And that is a $1,380 bankroll for 10 units, or a $138 bankroll for dollar units. So that's very important. And let's see where we're at. We're up, okay, 230. And then from there, you would just see, okay, we're first 12, second 12, third 12, third 12, so we can't do that one. And then we would also be, let's look at the columns. The 5 is second column, 20, they're both in the second column, so then we would need to spin again. So I hope you've picked up this system pretty well, and Mark Gannon's sent in some really good systems in the past, so you definitely want to give this one a try. But as always, don't play it unless you test it on the simulator or app first for a little while. I want you to know how these systems perform, whether they're good luck, bad luck, or medium risk. I want you to know all the possible outcomes before you go to the casino and risk your money. And if it's too much for you at $10, try to find something where you can play for smaller units. The key to this game is to have as big of a bankroll as possible with as small of a unit as possible, and that'll get you the farthest in roulette. So actually, let's go ahead and we'll call it a session there, up $230. And I'll say those bets one more time. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's easy to remember. Or 10, 20, 30, 40. And then it would go to 60, 90, 140, 210, 310, and 470. And again, if it was dollar units, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 14, 21, 31, 47. So the whole key to this is that you have 4 in a row that don't repeat first, which helps you out. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and let me know your testing results. That would be fantastic. And the best thing about this channel is that you guys are sending in amazing systems every day, and that's what makes it fun for me. So keep it up. If you haven't joined the TRM fan club yet, you can sign up. It's only 99 cents a month. It's really worth it, and just really appreciate everyone's support of the channel. You can sign up for it with the link in the description. And also there's a playlist coming up here that you can click on that has the top 10 list. And then also there's one that's a top 5 most viewed videos you can click on now. Might help you navigate through the channel better. And but just really appreciate everyone's support. You guys are what make this a great channel and a lot of fun for me. So again, thank you, Mark Gannon, for sending this one in. As always, you've sent some really good ones in the past. We won $230 with this one. And this is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.